Welcome back. In this part we are going to let the computer shoot. But before going there, if you have already watched the video up to this point, it's a good thing that you go and subscribe to my channel to help me provide more useful contents like this to the world. So if you haven't done that, please do that, and it would take a few seconds of your time. And if you really enjoy my video, then you can also support me by buying me a coffee or something, and the link to the donation can be found in the description. But now let's go back to the game and do the coding. So here, when the player hits and it hits successfully, then here we can change the turn to be the computer. And let's say that we don't want the computer to instantly hit our ship, so we just define a timeout function here and then switch to the computer turn function, like after 1 second. And this is the computer turn. So what would happen in the computer turn? We just grab one cell from the list of the cells that the computer can click on and then see if they have hit or missed. As simple as that. But later on we would go and try a better solution for the computer. So now, first, when it's computer, we just say that the computer is thinking or something like that. The computer, and let's add some messages to the here for the computer. So where were we? We were in the computer turn. Okay, we say that we change the message here. Then I would have two more. Then I would do a bunch of things. First, I would grab the valid targets, which are all the cells that I have, but not the ones that are already hit or missed by the computer. So filter the cell where the cell dot class list that contains hit. When it's not a hit, and it's not a miss. When it's not one of these, then it's a valid target for the computer. Then we would grab one of those. So the target is the valid targets, which is an array, and we want to grab one item from it randomly. So we would say math.floor of the length of the array that we already in. Like so. Now this will give me a target for the computer to shoot. Now, if that is a taken one, so if the target.classNameList.classList contains taken, which means there is a ship there, so they were successful. We just say that change the message to messages dot computer hit. then we would say that this is a hit so that it gets red, and otherwise it's basically a miss. So here I would just add the class of miss, and here I would say computer miss. Okay, but I want this to happen a little bit later in time, so I would put all of this in a timeout, and let's say maybe 1 second. Like so. And when this is done, we need to switch back to the user. So I would have another set timeout, so it takes more time. And here, let's say in like probably 2 seconds, we just change the message to messages.yourturn, if I already have that, yes. And then we change the turn to be the player, like so. So let's go and see this in action. Put it here, put this one here, this one here, here, and maybe rotate and put it here. Now I can start. Let's say I hit. Great. Computer thinking. Computer missed. Okay, great. Now it's my turn again. I click here. I miss. Computer missed again. I miss. Computer missed. Let's see if computer can hit one of our ships. Yeah, it finally hit our ship and it's working. Okay, great. But the next step is that we need to find out if computer has sunk our ship or we have sunk their ship. So we need to keep track of the things that we already hit, and also for computer as well. So let me make this like this, and here I would define 2 more variables, one for the player hits and one for the computer hits. It's an empty array and it's a string empty array. Now each time one of us hits, we would add the type of the ship to the array that we have here. So for computer, basically when they hit here, we just add it. So we would say computer hits dot push the ship that they have hit. But what is this ship type? The ship type is class list that exists on the cell. So for example, if I go here and check this, this is cell taken, hit, and then battleship. I need this one, so I need to remove these parts. So I would say target, then class list, then convert it to string to give me a string. Then I've split and take out the cell and taken part, and then take the first item. That will give me this battleship, and then the hit will be added later on. Okay, so this is for computer. Okay, so for the player it would be basically the same thing. So I would just grab this part and go to the player click here when they do that, and this is basically the player hits. So here I would just log the hits, And here I would like the computer hits, and let's put it like this so that I know which is which. Okay, now I start. I hit. It's an array of one thing. Yeah, luckily computer hit as well. So they hit a carrier, we have hit a submarine. Now I have submarine and submarine. And again I have a submarine, submarine and submarine. Now if I click again, nothing happens. If I click here, my array will be 4 items. This will become handy when we want to figure out if we have sunk a ship or not. But that's for the next video.